So again, in the millionth time, we're now in the middle of a situation where the Israelis around me, the Shabakniks, they convince themselves that I'm a clone. It happened so many times during the last couple of years, and I admit that initially I was always trying to understand why do they think that I'm a clone, and how can I prove that I'm not? But I'm long past that. The answer is so simple. They think that you are a clone because they want you to be a clone. That's it. It's no more than that. Anyway, this is not. I wish it was just kind of like a theoretical or psychological issue, but unfortunately, during these episodes where surrounding people think that you are a clone, when you do not exhibit the clone behavior, many times this escalates to violence from these people. All sort of like violence, and as you see, right here in his apartment, there are several guys that that are ready for violence, and very anxious to start with the violence. So I should say it. I've said it several times in the last week, but it's just true every day. I was humiliated for all my life, and especially during the last 20 years, and especially during the last 9 years, more and more and more. And although, of course, I was subjected to violence and to threats, to all sorts of abuse. But you should understand, the people that send me, they take their time to assess the situation. But once the assessment is complete, retaliation starts. And then the retaliation ends. And the duration between the time that the retaliation starts and the time that the retaliation ends is approximately 1 second. And after that second, there will certainly be no Shabak at Mossad, and it's already happened. And in the past, quite a bit, I don't know how much, like if it was 50% or 99% of the FBI, the CIA, and the KGB just evaporated. It already happened. And the duration that it takes is 1 second, approximately. 1 second. So yes, the cherubs can think for like 30 years or 35 years what's the correct course of action. But eventually, the time of thinking come to an end. And then there is a new era, which is the era of action after the era of thought. But they are not proportional. The era of thought can be 30, 35 years, and the era of action could be 1 second. 1 second. It doesn't take more than that. They are dealing here with just from their perspective, it's just it's a petri dish. How much time does it take to clean a petri dish for experienced laboratory worker? About 1 second. 1 second. And this second is getting closer and closer. It might be in the next hour, or in the next 2 hours, or maybe in the next day, but we are not years from that second. That second is approaching. And of course, every incident of violence towards me, any threat of violence, dramatically makes this second closer to us. And eventually this second will arrive. And it already arrived in the 1980s. So it's not a theoretical issue. We are getting there to that second. And it's 1 second. It's 1 second, and we are almost there.